Hello, football coaches. Today I'm excited to share a complete training session designed to develop build-up play against a high-press opponent. This session is structured for 18 players and 2 goalkeepers. However, feel free to adapt the drills to accommodate the number of players you have available. The session is structured into 6 distinct parts. The first section focuses on technical activation with the ball, aiming to get players accustomed to handling the ball and physically preparing them for the subsequent segments of the session. The second part, which I refer to as topic-specific activation, concentrates on practicing techniques pertinent to the session's later stages. For example, if the focus is on 1v1 scenarios, this part would primarily include dribbling exercises, or if the theme is small-sided games, SSGs, it would incorporate passing drills. In my view, by the end of these first 2 parts, I aim for players to have accumulated between 500 to 1,000 touches on the ball. The third part of the session introduces the main theme through a small-sided game, SSG, creating a scenario with fewer players and less space. In SSGs, players engage in significantly more ball actions than in larger game formats. This also requires players to make more decisions with the ball due to the increased frequency of possession compared to medium-sided games, MSG, or large-sided games, LSG. In the fourth part, players engage in an MSG. This stage emphasizes the session's central theme, where the coach focuses on both tactical nuances and additional training objectives. This is crucial for preparing players for more complex game situations. The fifth part, which mirrors the second main part of the session, progresses the training into an even more game-related format, enhancing the real game feel. The final part features a large-sided game, LSG, conducted without specific additional conditions. This segment challenges players to apply and transfer the skills and knowledge they have accumulated in the earlier parts of the session to real game situations, testing their ability to adapt and execute under normal match conditions. Before we start with today's session, I hope you found this video helpful. A lot of personal time goes into making these, so if you like what you see, please consider supporting my channel by following me on social media, liking this video, and hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. I appreciate all of your support. It really helps a lot. In this warm-up, there are 5 danger zones. 1 defender is positioned in one of these zones. The players with the ball aim to dribble through the danger zones. Dribbling through one of the danger zones without getting caught gives 1 point to the player. Important is that when getting out of the square, you have to exit through another line than the one you got in. If a player gets caught by a defender, they immediately switch tasks. Therefore, the players hold bibs in their hands. As a coach, you have the ability to vary the exercises. For instance, you can specify certain ball mastery or dribbling tasks that need to be performed with the ball. In the second exercise, the passing and running paths are clearly defined. Although the exercise allows little room for free decision-making, it offers the advantage of high repetition numbers. However, the coach can introduce 2 color signals to indicate when the direction of the exercise should change. Thus, players must react to the color signal and change the direction of the exercise. Since the exercise is easy to understand, it provides ample opportunity to coach more intensely in detail. Attention should be paid to every detail, such as the sharpness and accuracy of passes, timing of movements with and without the ball, checking over the shoulder, etc. In the third part, the groups are reshuffled, but the players do not need to swap their bibs. 2 blue, 2 red, and 2 yellow players are distributed across the 3 fields. The game always starts with the build-up player, who could represent the center back in a real game. Additionally, 2 players are positioned on the sides, representing the fullbacks, and 1 deeper player, acting as the defensive midfielder. 2 defenders enter the field on the coach's signal and try to win the ball. If successful, they must score a goal in the top mini-goal. Simultaneously, the team that lost the ball must immediately counter-press. The objective for the team in the build-up phase is thus to score a goal in the lower mini-goal. As a coach, you can introduce contact limitations or a certain number of passes before a goal can be scored. In the fourth part of the training session, players participate in a medium-sided game. Therefore, the space is expanded and more players are added. As a result, the group is brought back together and organized according to the planned layout. The format for this part is 6+6 versus 3+3. The game consistently starts on one side, at the position of the center backs. Within each half of the field, the game is played as a 6 versus 3. The team in the build-up phase aims to pass the ball across to the opposite side. The defending team tries to stop this by positioning 3 players to apply pressure and another 3 to guard the middle zone, tasked with preventing and intercepting long passes. If the defenders gain possession, they need to attack the 2 mini-goals on their side. Meanwhile, the team that loses the ball must quickly counter-press. In the fifth part of the training session, goalkeepers who before did their own program will join the team, and the game shifts to full-size goals within a game-like environment. It operates like a Brazilian tournament, but the focus is primarily on build-up play. The game consistently initiates from the goalkeeper, which emphasizes the build-up phase. The team in this phase needs to score in one of the 3 mini-goals to maintain possession. Once they score, they keep the ball, while the team that conceded the goal must rotate with the remaining external team. The pressing team, on the other hand, aims to regain possession high up the field and score in the large goal. If they succeed, they become the new build-up team, and the team that conceded the goal has to exit the field. In the final part of the training session, players now have the opportunity to apply what they have learned. The game is played 10 versus 10, but the space has been reduced to increase pressure, which demands quicker decision-making and action. At this point, the coach should only provide essential guidance without overly influencing the flow of the game. Since we have already done a lot of coaching throughout the session, players should now have the chance to apply their learning. Therefore, individual corrections make sense, as they allow the game to continue without major interruptions. If you want to place a stronger emphasis on technique in the final part, you could opt for a 5 versus 5 tournament on 2 fields instead. This would give players more ball actions. I'll leave that decision up to you. Please always remember that gross training time is not the same as net training time. Net training time is the period during which your team is actively training. So the gross training time, minus the breaks between rounds, minus the pauses between different parts of the training, minus the pauses for explanations, where the players do not practice. Here again are the activity and break times for the respective parts of the training. Thank you for watching my video. If you are interested in a large collection of training drills, feel free to visit my website using this link. You'll also find this link in the video description or bio. I offer various ebooks containing a total of over 600 different training exercises. To get an impression of my ebooks, you can download a free ebook with 50 training drills. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content.